What's up, YouTube? This is Mathos97, and welcome back to an episode of WWE 2K14 Universe Mode. This is episode number 39. We're here with Main Event, the final episode of Main Event, before the wave, which is set to be a pretty good one. So let's go ahead and take a look at the match card here. Seth Rollins, number one contender for the WWE Championship. What's new? United States Championship. It's been these same four guys actually for a while, but we don't have a definitive number one contender for the U.S. title. So probably going to get some sort of triple threat fatal four-way. But anyway, as you can see now, the Intercontinental and World Heavyweight Championship rankings. Ryback is number one, but like I've said before, he's not ready. Just yet, he's not quite ready. But taking a look at the match card, AJ Lee with Antonio Cesaro taking on Aksana with Seth Rollins. RVD takes on Luke Harper. Fandango with Summer Rae taking on Titus O'Neil with Lita, the returning Lita. And then the main event, Roman Reigns versus the Intercontinental Champion Ryback. So as we can see, Luke Harper gets the victory over Rob Van Dam. And we're going to play a little bit of Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. I don't really know what I was doing here. I kind of wanted to play, I don't know, because I only play usually 2 matches on this show, and I was like, I was struggling to decide between the both the manager matches. I was like, which one do I play, and in the end, I decided we would simulate this one, and Fandango gets the victory over Titus O'Neil. So, Lita coming back in the 6th Diva Tag Team match on SmackDown. She was unsuccessful getting the victory there. Her team was on the losing end, and now siding with Titus O'Neil in his corner, gets another loss. So, not a very triumphant return for Lita so far. Hopefully she can reverse the momentum back into her favor as the weeks go by. But now we've got another Divas matchup here. Well, this one, I guess technically the last one was a Superstar match. But this one here is AJ taking on Oksana. And, you know, foolish me, in episode number 37, in the episode of SmackDown, the last episode of SmackDown, I spoiled the results for this one. But luckily I went back and edited that out, so I had to pretty much put the finished video back into Sony Vegas and edit out the little, 5 or 10 seconds, maybe it was like 15 seconds of commentary where I spoiled the match. I had to redub that over, so that was interesting. That was very intriguing. That's sort of the cop-out way to replace interesting. But yeah, it was pretty interesting situation. But it looks like it's going to be AJ Lee taking on Aksana. We're going to be playing as AJ Lee. Not that that matters. I hardly ever address that, so I don't know why I started now. But big kick to the face there by AJ Lee. And as we can see, Cesaro and Rollins are here at ringside. If we remember, not last episode of Main Event, but the episode before that, it was Antonio Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. And AJ was at ringside in Cesaro's corner, and Oksana was in Seth Rollins' corner. And, of course, Seth Rollins got the victory over Cesaro in that one. And chaos ensued in that matchup. We had AJ and Oksana were both in the ring at one point, and then they ended up somewhere up at the stage, I guess. They were away from ringside. They must have been getting into some sort of catfight on the stage. And now we'll have to see, will that be the case once again? Will Cesaro and Rollins get involved this time? Will there be even more chaos? And I'd have to say, if things do break down chaotic like that, I'd have to say I would pick Oksana to win in a chaotic environment, because as we've seen from the Shield, they thrive in chaos, and I don't know what Cesaro's doing over there, but the Shield thrives in chaos. So, I mean, now that Oksana's kind of hooked up with Seth Rollins, if you're new around here and you don't know what this whole relationship between Rollins and Oksana is, Universe basically booked it for me, and I'm going to go with what Universe has. So, anyway, so I'd have to think that I'm picking up a little bit of tips from Seth Rollins, maybe even the rest of the Shield, but that's just a bit of an assumption there. But yeah, she has seemed to have gotten a bit more aggressive and a bit more technical, as we can see now, working on the arms of AJ Lee there. Of course, Aksana, one of the new divas to join us here in WWE 2K14. Actually, we don't have many coming back from WWE 13. Who do we have there? Because I know the main divas that were prominent in WWE 13. I hope that's the word I meant to use. Otherwise, I might have just really butchered that sentence. But we had, you know, really good wrestlers like Karma, Beth Phoenix, those sort of divas. We still have an Italian, AJ, but those are really the only two that I can. Those are the main two that I can think of. The Bellas might have made 1 or 2 appearances in WWE 13, but I mean, we lost a lot of talent coming over from WWE 13 to 2K14. We lost a lot of divas, so that's kind of why Lita got brought back. So that should make things interesting or intriguing. Again, I'm copping out there, but as for WWE 2K15, it's looking like we're gonna get some new divas. There's gonna be a revitalized divas division. Get like the Funkadactyls in there. Hopefully Aksana is going to be in there, because I mean, why would Alicia Fox not be in the game? I think she deserves to be in the game. We could get Tamina. We've already got Summer Rae. Were there any other divas? Maybe Emma, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get Emma on the roster. That wouldn't really surprise me that much. Depends how WWE books her the next, you know, couple of months or so. Because, I mean, with Santino, I mean, by the time this video is released, that'd be awesome if she was not with Santino anymore, but I don't see that happening. So, I mean, that just shows that WWE doesn't care with booking divas. But as we can see now, Oksana with a spinebuster to AJ, taking her down. Cesaro was distracting the referee there. Referee's now outside. How can you count the pin? Referee's outside the ring. Is that really a fair pin? I mean, even if AJ had kicked out, how could the referee have seen this outside the ring? That's a weird mechanic there, but just a fun way to make fun of the new game before we move over to the new consoles. You know, just start piling in the rage comments now of, like, you know, all the faults with 2K14. I actually really like this game. I think it's a really good game. They made some minor changes to the gameplay that just make it so much better. The gameplay flows nicely. I like this game. But anyway, enough about the game, which also messed up here a little bit. Seth Rollins is not in this match. I don't... Universe did that. It does that sometimes. I don't know why. It'll just randomly generate a face or an extra person there. I don't know why it does that. But anyway, this is a one-on-one matchup, which was sparked by the events of last episode of Main Event, where it was the Intercontinental Champion Ryback versus United States Champion Jack Swagger in a champion versus champion match. And once the match was over, Roman Reigns came out and attacked both the champions. And on Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns, he just made a dominating impact. He's really made a name for himself just in this past week alone. Of course, with his attack on Main Event last week. And then on Monday Night Raw, he had a one-on-one matchup against United States Champion Jack Swagger. And he got the victory over Swagger. And then even later on in a matchup between John Cena and Kane, after Kane had gotten the victory, Roman Reigns attacked the Big Red Monster and the WWE Champion. So, I mean, Roman Reigns is all over the place. And, I don't know, he's just all over the place. He's been definitely making a huge impact in this recent week. And now coming down to the ring is Mr. Feed Me More, the Human Wrecking Ball, and your Intercontinental Champion, Ryback. Let me get a drink real quick. That was weird. I kind of like, what's the term for that? I slurped it. That's what I did. That was weird. Apologize for that. Anyway, so, Intercontinental Champion Ryback coming down to the ring. And we have to remember in last week's matchup, Ryback did get the win over the United States Champion Jack Swagger. Ryback also picked up a victory over Randy Orton on SmackDown. Not last episode SmackDown, but the episode before that. So, I mean, Ryback, he's been on a pretty good winning streak, of course. Won the Intercontinental Championship back at SummerSlam. Alright, so this is going to seem pretty awkward, but I just went through the video, and there was split screen in the match. So, hopefully I edit it out. I mean, no, I'm going to edit it out, but that was I mean, the match went on for a couple of minutes. And I swear when I made this video the first time that I edited it out, I swear I edited the match out, the dud match, and that I didn't edit it out. So I'm kind of upset right now that I kind of forgot that, but you know, I'm just gonna cut the commentary audio that I just did, gonna edit the match out, so this video is gonna be a bit shorter than I thought it would be, but that's okay, that's okay. The point is, it's all fixed up, so this isn't going to be an AI versus AI match. Looks like I got to play somebody, because I don't want there to be a spin. But anyway, like I had just said in the commentary over the dud match, yeah, I was saying that this is a battle of the behemoths between Roman Reigns and Ryback here, as, you know, Roman Reigns has been red hot over on Monday Night Raw, Ryback red hot on SmackDown, or blue hot? Man. Why'd I have to say that? But anyway, so with Ryback, as won the championship back at SummerSlam over Christian, and then retained it, kicking out of 3 kill switches at Night of Champions. He also cost Curtis Axel his career on SmackDown in order to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Ryback also got a victory over Jack Swagger, the United States Champion, on the last episode of Main Event. And I'm sorry if I said this already, but I gotta try and remember what I did and didn't say in the previous match that was a dud because it was split screen. But anyway, like I was saying, Ryback defeated Jack Swagger last week, and that's what started. That was the cause of this matchup right here. If we remember, also on not the last episode of SmackDown, but the one before that, Ryback picked up a victory over Randy Orton, the former World Heavyweight Champion. And then on the last episode of SmackDown, Ryback came out and saved Sheamus from a beatdown alongside Cody Rhodes' beatdown from Orton, Mark Henry, and The Big Show. So, I mean, Ryback's definitely been making an impact, making a name for himself over there on the SmackDown brand, making him proving himself to be a top contender. Sorry about that, I had to get a drink. But, big Samoan drop there from Roman Reigns. And as for Roman Reigns, he's been making a pretty big impact as well. And this last week even, he got caused this matchup right here when he attacked Ryback and Jack Swagger after the match, which then led to a matchup on Monday Night Raw where Roman Reigns defeated the United States Champion Jack Swagger. And then on later that night, it was John Cena versus Kane, and once the match was over, Roman Reigns came out and attacked both Kane and John Cena after the match. So, I mean, Roman Reigns has just really been trying to rise up as a main event guy. He's just, maybe not even a main event, he's just doing whatever he can to get himself on the map, and I'd say he's done that so far. And now Ryback connects with an elbow right to the face of Roman Reigns. And it's weird, but whenever I get a drink when I'm doing a commentary, my throat just seems to get drier. Like, because I'm immediately talking, it just doesn't work. I don't get it. I don't get it. But now, Roman Reigns delivering some punches, getting the match back inside the ring. So there was a little bit of a scuffle outside the ring between these two. And now Roman Reigns has Ryback up on his shoulders. Oh, what a move. Was that like the burning hammer? Hook in the leg. That's one. No, Ryback kicks out there. It was a very close call. And now Superman punch. Sort of. There from Roman Reigns. Hook in the leg. 2 count. And no, Ryback manages to kick out there. But that's one thing I'd like to see in WWE 2K14 is to have... Wait a minute. Look at Ryback here. Ryback going to set up one of those OMG moments. A DDT on the apron. What a move by Ryback. In this matchup, it's gotten to be a bit more technical. I mean, I expected it to be aggressive. But Ryback with that DDT on the apron, that's a different kind of aggressiveness than I was expecting to see. It's a bit more of a calculated aggression on the part of Ryback. As, like I was saying, in 2K15, I'd really love for there to be 2 Superman punches. Because I feel there absolutely needs to be a Superman punch as a corner signature, where Roman Reigns goes into the corner, pounds his fist in the mat, and, you know, cocks his wrist, and then runs up and delivers the punch right to the side of the head. But I feel like that'd be a little limiting because Roman Reigns tends to hit that thing out of nowhere. So I think there should be one that's just running as well, so that we have like what Ryback has for the meat hook clothesline, where he has one where it's purely running, and then he has one where he, you know, powers it up with the feed me more in the corner. As now Roman Reigns, oh my God, this is about to get serious, folks. If it hasn't already, Roman Reigns. Big boot to the face of Ryback into steel ring post. I mean, Ryback, his head, he had nowhere to go. He was crushed under the boot of Roman Reigns. slammed headfirst right into that steel ring post. At first we saw the DDT off the apron from Ryback, and now Ryback gets slammed headfirst into the ring post. This is just more aggressive than I would have thought it would have. But now Roman Reigns got bounced off the ring post there. As now back into the ring. Ryback now with a bear hug on Roman Reigns. And could Roman Reigns maybe have to tap out? Does Ryback have enough power left in him to make Roman Reigns tap out here? Or can Roman Reigns escape the bear hug? It looks like he does. He manages to get out of the bear hug there. And now Ryback, there's a knee lift counter from Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns now has him over there in the corner. And now he's going to place him up on that top turnbuckle. And now Roman Reigns going up there with him, maybe looking like he's going to set up a superplex here. And here's Roman Reigns, a superplex right into the middle of the mat. And just with the power of Roman Reigns, that may do it. Yes, it does. That was 3. That was all she wrote. Roman Reigns gets the victory over Ryback. And you have to think, not only with the power and size of these superstars, that'll just add the extra impact off that superplex. You know, with the force of Roman Reigns bringing him down, as well as the force of Ryback. As we saw, there are some pretty good highlights in this matchup. We saw the Superman punch from Reigns. Ryback manages to survive that. Ryback then got his head kicked in over here at this ring post, not after delivering a DDT onto the apron to Roman Reigns. So, I mean, these two superstars were just overall very aggressive in this matchup. Very hard-fought match. I'd have to say, at this point, maybe match of the year. But Roman Reigns, nope, doesn't look like he's done with just the match. Gonna deliver a few shots in here, some extra shots on Ryback, just to send an extra message. But yeah, that was our show here. I'm going to go get a drink once this commentary is over. But if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and a comment. What did you think of that matchup? Do you think it's match of the year caliber? That might actually be the title of the video, because that was a damn good match. A damn good match between those two superstars. Two red-hot talent facing off in a one-on-one match here on Main Event. I think that was match of the year, so far anyway. So that's going to leave it up to the other superstars to try to top that. But I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure to stay tuned for the next episode of WWE 2K14 Universe Mode. If you're new around here and you enjoyed, please make sure to subscribe. Keep on YouTubing.